Hello everybody, this is Bo again with another Bible review. Today I have a Nelson New King James Version Bible. That's a Nelson 406 is the number in a genuine leather cover. And it's a good Bible. I found this Bible and bought it for next to nothing. But really, I'm probably going to either trade it for a different Bible. I just don't use the New King James very much. But it's still a really good Bible. This is, it's got a paste down liner. You know, typical for pretty typical for a genuine leather cover. You know, you're not going to have a lot of the perimeter stitching. You're not going to have a lot of the, tight corners, and you're going to have the paste downs, the paper, and it's not bad. They just don't hold together real well. This Bible was held a lot, and it was almost like it was someone's Bible they took to church, and they carried it. And whenever the preacher said, "Open your Bible to such and such," that's what they did, because the only thing really worn on this Bible is the gilding, or the full edges. The gold is worn. It's worn, but it's still in pretty good condition. And the cover's in great condition, but the ribbon is the only thing beat up on this thing. It's just been flip-flopped around. So whoever had it took pretty good care of it. And really the ribbon is the only thing and it's a really good ribbon, actually. It's really a nice ribbon. I don't know if you can see that. It's a nice ribbon. So they used the mess out of this thing, but didn't really. I found a few markings in it. You know, some folks are weird about that, and that's fine. There's no problem with don't mark in your Bible if you don't want to. I understand that for sure. But this is what surprised me. This is the 1982 version of the Nelson New King James Version. But down here you can see that I think you go by that older number. It's printed in the U.S. in Nashville, 84. So I would think this is a 1984 printing. Someone that's more familiar with it can probably help me if I'm understanding that correctly. So I would say this is a 1984 printing. This is a 33-year-old printing, and the paper's great. You already saw the gold edges. They're actually in really good condition for a 33-year-old Bible that was obviously used. So whoever had it took pretty good care of it. And even the presentation page is clean. Like, they didn't even want to write their name in it. So, like I said, there are a few texts that are underlined. I might can try to find one. But for the most part, it's pretty clean text. And you can see it's verse by verse format, and you can see the notes on the bottom. There are no references. It's not really a reference Bible, but it's a really nice Bible, at least to find verses quickly and to follow along with the reading. That's what the verse by verse is really set up for. So anyway, it's really good. Really good. I like the way it's laid out. I would prefer references, but you know, it's not everybody's bag. But anyway, so yeah, you can see some notes in John. There's just a few little notes in John. And probably some other chapters too, but not much. It's pretty clean, good looking text, and it's a red letter. And one thing I like, the Nelsons I've seen, the red's a nice red. It's crimson or a darker red. It's almost, it's like a rusty red kind of color. And I like that kind of red. I'm not a big fan of the pink or the cherry red. I like this kind of red. It kind of blends with the black well. So it's a good red letter text. I would be happy to read from it. Some red letter text, like I said, they're kind of pinkish. You don't really like them. But anyway, this is this is it, really. I think, and you get to the back, there's an explanation of the King James right after Revelation, and there's no maps, which that's not a big deal. Again, then on the back you can see genuine leather cover. If I keep it or not, I'm probably going to replace this ribbon and put 2 or 3 gold ribbons in it. I have gold ribbon, and I think it would look good with the black and the gold edges and the gold stamping. The gold ribbons would probably look really good with it. So I'm probably going to put 2 or 3 gold ribbons with it and call it good. But I'm probably going to end up trading this for a different translation that I read more. But anyway, I just couldn't pass it up, and I thought it'd make for a good opportunity to get a Bible that somebody else would enjoy, that I could trade with. So anyway, hopefully this kind of sheds a little light on the Nelson. This is the first Nelson I've had. So the cover, the genuine leather cover, is stiff. Of course, it's pigskin, and I'm going to do a video on the different covers and kind of how they differ, and kind of show some weaknesses and some strengths with different covers, but that'll be at a later time. But anyway, that's the Nelson New King James Version 1984 printing, and it's a good deal. So anyway, God bless. If there's anything I can do better, please tell me. If this was helpful, I'm glad so. Take care. God bless.